always persist. While that seems like a pointless thing to combat, war in the home remains unacceptable, and the question of who claims responsibility for such violent events lingers. Every year, more than 3 million reports of child abuse are made in the United States, involving more than 6 million children, because one report can include multiple children. The United States has one of the worst records among industrialized nations, losing on average between 4 and 7 children every day to child abuse and neglect. One report of child abuse is made every 10 seconds. Popular NFL star Adrian Peterson left welts on his 4-year-old child's face, which most believe crossed the line into child abuse. Peterson justifies his actions by claiming he was raised in a house where beatings were prominent and he turned out just fine. Fellow celebrity NBA star Charles Barkley takes Peterson's side and claims that if beating a kid was a crime, every black parent in the South would be in jail. Professor Elizabeth Gershoff ran a study that showed 85% of all American adults have been spanked in their life, and that study was nationwide, not just the black South. While abuse of children seems to be prominent in today's society, equally as prominent is abuse of women, at home, work, or the public. For example, in Alaska, 44.2% of women have been victimized in their lifetime, compared to 32.9% in California or 32.3% in New York. Nearly 60% of all women have been victims of rape or domestic violence, or both. One person making a difference in Owensboro, Kentucky is Jill Faulkner, the head coordinator at the Oasis Women's Shelter. During her interview, she spoke of the processes women went through for treatment.
And then they go into what we call the supportive phase, and that's where they really get the meat of the program, where they've dealt with the emergency issues, they've dealt with, any specific health things that are going on, whether they've been beaten, whether they need clothing. We've dealt with all those safety issues, so now it's more into the meat of the education and continually looking at their safety plan. We start looking at domestic violence education. We also are a substance abuse facility. Okay. And we are one of the only ones in the state of Kentucky where women can bring their children to treatment with them, which promotes treatment, because a lot of times when
While there will always be people at the ready to come up with an excuse for every little thing, one cannot argue that domestic abuse is not a problem. Whether it is parents who feel entitled or boyfriends who will do anything to get what they want from a woman, it needs to stop. If federal and state governments can do a better managing job, and individuals can start taking responsibility for themselves, the problem will start to diffuse. There isn't a solid solution to a problem such as abuse, but with a broadened sense of understanding and commitment, the world can hope for improvement.